Hello and welcome back to Vúshlitast. It is the 5th of Slate, and I am digging out some very basic bedrooms here. I've been trying to figure out how to use the macros in this game, but I don't know, they don't seem to really do what I want them to do. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look at some tutorials of that later, I think, but you know, for now I'm just digging out these basic 3x2 bedrooms that allow for a bed, a table, a chair, a chest and a cabinet, and nothing else, because you don't need anything else if you're a dwarf. Right, I've got a still built, so let's start brewing some drinks. Probably don't have enough barrels. That's, oh, I've hit yellow zircon. And the bedrooms, they're gonna have fancy walls indeed in there. So, right, you're still making beds after you're done making beds. Whoops, didn't want that. Please, well, yeah, barrels will probably be more. Because they flat out won't make booze if they don't have barrels. I mean, they'll make food if they don't have anything to store it in, but, they just won't make booze otherwise. So I'm finished digging these. Yeah, there you go. Cancels brew drink. Yeah, we're gonna have to get on that actually. I'm gonna go ahead and bump that up because the water in this place is, well, I mean, he'll make all these things really quickly because it's wood and that is like putty in strong dwarven hands, but yeah, the water in this biome is all salt water, I believe. I mean, this water here says murky pool, stagnant water. But yeah, this shit over here, not gonna be drinking that. That is a big old crap load of salt water. So I wonder if we'll get some really intense tides one year. I don't know, this does seem to be splashing up somewhat. I wonder if they'll enjoy the mist from the shores. I was thinking about bedroom windows. Yeah, it sounds like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? Why don't I put windows in by the sea? That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, we have sort of rooms and beds, so might as well build a few on there. There we go. We should have some doors as well. Yep, doing good already. Build that there, and we've run out of doors. That's how long it takes to clear zircon. Ooh, fancy. So many gems here. Maybe it's because we're by the sea? I don't know, I mean, you do get lots of fossils and weird stuff like that by the sea. In real life, I mean. So, is that my miner there? It wouldn't surprise me if they were just falling asleep on the floor. They're the cook, apparently. Right. I'm taking seeds out of the still there, but I don't believe that you actually brewed anything. That's odd. Is that dead vermin everywhere? Withered prickleberry. Well, not exactly vermin, but we made any progress on the fortifications? Two tiles built. Sorry, I just sounded like the count there. So yeah, I will eventually extend those to the coast and I'll remove the slopes there. And rains a lot over here, I guess. Yeah, you know, it doesn't rain that much near the coast, especially on a lowland coast like this. And actually, I mean, I live near the coast myself. Well, I live on an island, so, you know. But yeah, I live near the coast myself. It doesn't really rain that much here. It all kind of gets blown over onto the hills. About 50 miles away, which is pretty amusing. Not if you live on the hills, but one more. There we go. And we might as well designate a few of these as rooms. Make room, make room, make room, and make a room. And we can't do it on a bed that's not built yet. You can see the miner's own personal priority there, digging out the bedrooms. Get this shit finished, son of a bitch. I mean, it's soil, you'll be done in like 5 seconds. Council's drink needs distillable item. Surely we've got something. I mean... well, maybe not. I did designate some plants to be picked, but... yeah, I guess maybe they just went rotten. We should have some plump helmets by now, unless my... oh, there you go. I saw you take it in there, but are you just eating it, or... I mean, what is that there? What has grown? It's a sweet pod. Well, surely you can do something with that. So we're running low on anything? Not exactly. I mean, food and drink is okay, really. It's not bad at all. So I did actually want to get a butcher shop in here. Like so. Next to the kitchen. I suppose a tannery as well. I was kind of taking it past the entrance there, though. Yeah, let's go the other way instead. Because this shit is supposed to be trapped. I mean, I don't really care if something gets into my brewery, and unless it poisons it or something, but we can always build a new one. Yep. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to extend this corridor. So yeah, that'll be butcher shop, tannery. I won't have my clothes making up here. I mean, we can't build everything up here. Right, and we want a trade depot put in sooner rather than later. And I'm sorely tempted to put in a floodgate there. Just, yeah, so we can get them all nice and clean before they spread their filth into our nice clean fortress. That'll do. That's a bit wonky actually, isn't it? That's a bit odd actually, the way you kind of come in and... maybe I should build it on the other end of the corridor. I don't know. It's just, if they come from this direction and they come down the slope and then sort of do a 180 to go over there. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna have it on the other end of the corridor. So this entrance part of the corridor is not gonna be able to be trapped, but that's alright. Right, that should do. I'm so indecisive and unorganised and whatever. You know, I was reading this thread on the forums about somebody who built a sky fort. And, you know, it's a fort that was literally not attached to the ground at all, with cave-ins turned on. And yeah, basically you can actually just glue things to the very top of the map if we come up here. You can build supports up there and it'll just support everything that's below it by just hanging off it. It's just absolutely bizarre. I'm not quite sure why that behaviour exists, but it does. So there you go. Right, if I assign a bookkeeper, they're gonna want a desk, aren't they? Oh yeah. Well, screw that then. I was just curious to see just exactly how many drinks I have, so... Okay, well, we got a stockpile here. So we want it to be a custom stockpile. Let's set the settings. Food, furniture, ammo, I suppose. There should be some up there somewhere. Finished goods, leather, cloth, armor, weapons, and gems, I guess. No, actually not gems. Not yet. And we'll just go ahead and cover these 2 rooms. And that'll be much more organised later on, but for now I just don't want my shit lying out here, basically. So yeah, I think eventually we'll have a food stockpile up here by the farms. I would designate it to be dug out by now, but they'll miner. I mean, it should be. It would be better if I brought more than 1 miner, but usually when you get one up to a good level, they can just sort of munch through the rock like it isn't even there. So. Right, so we've just got busy work to do now, haven't we? What is this? Wren remains. Water covering. Yeah, that's why Dwarf Fortress is awesome, because it tracks the raindrops. So my cats are being their usual awesome selves. Got some sparrow remains as well. So I'm going to skip ahead a bit, because they're just doing busy work at the moment, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so we made a little bit of progress. I realized another skill that I did not assign was any kind of crafts, which is a bit silly. So yeah, I have just assigned my miner to be a stone crafter also, because they're so good at mining now. I mean, besides the initial shitload of mining that you have to do, we will eventually not, well, let's just pause while it's saving, eh? Alright, it takes so long to save, you forget what you're saying. Yeah, besides the shitload of mining that you have to do in the initial days, it doesn't really have that much to do. I've taken him off hauling duty as well, so he doesn't even have to do that, really. So he can make some stone crafts in his spare time. And yeah, I've just expanded this stockpile area, because it filled remarkably quickly. So we'll just go ahead and designate that with the same custom settings as the other one. And have we got all the crap? Not really. We've still got some crap out here. So what have we got? A badger leather quiver, cave wheat seeds bag, maple splint, copper battle axe. Don't leave such things lying around. Some thread and some more seeds. Right, well, okay, we've run out of, I think my carpenter's not really doing anything actually. Now I think about it. So let's make some more barrels. About that many. And we'll need some storage bins as well. Where are they? There they are. Alright, and yeah, we got a few more beds laid down. Can't really make them bedrooms. I mean, I can, but without a proper door, it's a bit weird how they designate, but whatever, it's a bed for them to sleep in. It'll stop the without a proper room spam on their thoughts and desires. Alright, you've dug out that room, so let's build a trade depot, which just snugly fits in there. I like that. Alright, we do have a butcher. Why they're not building the butcher shop yet, I don't know. I usually just butcher the caravan animals. What am I, 5? Yeah, the animals, just straight away, because otherwise they're useless. I don't know, I mean, I might be able to get camel hair from the camel if I shear it. Can I shear an animal? Guess I'll have to build a farmer's workshop to find out. Well, I did actually want to build a tanner's there first, but I suppose a farmer's workshop up here would be... I never get any use out of these things, though. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm doing it wrong, but... I never get any milk out of them, or... you know, I remember that I've got a farmer's workshop, and I go, maybe I should shear some sheep or something. And they go, Dwarf McFarmer cancels shear sheep. There are no sheep. Right. I don't suppose we've got any doors, have we? No? I do have that on repeat, but I guess my mason is busy building the fortifications, which... What am I looking at here? There we go. Oh. Oh, I think it cancelled it because we ran out of stone for about 5 seconds. There you go. It just started raining again. So, I guess we've got no fish out here. I was thinking that there would be fish in the ocean. That's rain, but... Yeah, I mean, you can usually see the fish kind of flopping around in there, and to be honest, I don't see anything. I wonder if there's any monsters down there. I would imagine that there is. I've never built next to an ocean before. I just thought it would be nice. I like living next to the sea, so... Right, so we got rid of a... Oh no, that wasn't a tree blocking that. That's the entrance. Don't build stuff there, for Christ's sake. I don't know what my woodcutter's doing. Oh, cutting trees down. That's what my woodcutter's doing. Okay. I think they do things backwards, so... Right. What are you? Is that... It's another eagle. Okay. Some interesting animals out here. I wonder if we can have war eagles. I want to train everything to be war animals, basically. Yes. Ow. War eagles would be cool, though. Needs architecture. Oh shit, I don't have an architect either. I forgot so many skills on Embark. I was just like, you know, basic skills, whatever. You get enough migrants. I don't know. I guess my miner as well. Whatever. Doesn't matter. They have such a limited job. I mean, I believe it affects the building value, but you know, whatever. Needs any workshop farming. Right, that doesn't include fields, does it? So I guess I don't have any of those. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's, opposite the... Which one's the butcher's? Is it that one? Oh, that's the kitchen. Right, that's the butcher's there. Keep preparing meals, you slackers. We should have some barrels by now, I would imagine. So yeah, opposite the butcher shop, let's have a tannery. And that's about as organised as I get, I'm afraid. So yeah, while they mill about, well, I wish I could do it while they mill about, but let's actually have a look at our dwarves and see what they're like. So they have meagre quarters, so they're using the bedrooms, that's good. So this is Cyril Mondelsarvesh, our broker and miner, I believe. I think they're the miner. So they've been content, admired fine bed, slept uneasily due to noise. Oh, that's bad. I think our bedrooms may be a little bit close to the workshops. He slept in a good bedroom recently. It's a hole in a wall with a wooden bed on it. That's it. And it's a good bedroom. For Cyril. He's happy. He slept on a rough cave floor recently. Caught in the rain. Complained of the lack of chairs. Been satisfied at work lately and admired her own fine bed. Wow, that's nice. Worshipper of Stetad Silvery Fortune. To be honest, with a name like that, I'd worship them as well. The Diamond Luxuries. A worshipper of Anri's Cloud Rain, the Cerulean Skies. What a name. That's awesome. A broker of the Roof of Constant. I guess that's our group here, I suppose. Because I made him the broker, so yeah, that must be the Embark squad. Uh, 84 years old. He is fat. His sideburns are clean shaven. His long mustache is neatly combed. His very long beard is braided. His very long hair is neatly combed. He has very low cheekbones. Well, there's a strange mental image. You don't normally hear about low cheekbones. You hear high cheekbones, but his nose is narrow. His peach skin is slightly wrinkled. At 84 years old, that's quite impressive. Rust eyes are slightly close set. His ears have small lobes. Oh, sign of a criminal mind, that one. He is agile but very flimsy. Well, I suppose all this mining will probably sort that out. And he likes a bunch of stuff that I can't be bothered reading. He likes yaks for their shaggy hair. Okay, well, let's have a look at our carpenter. They also have meagre quarters. They've been content. They enjoy their crappy little bedroom as well. And she's made a friend. That's good. Haven't been here for very long. I suppose adversity brings people together. Worshipper of Sosmil the Dung of Vomit. A worshipper of Ez Mine Crystals, the Hole of Mountains. Oh, sorry. Sosmil the Dung of Vomit. That is a serious name for a deity, that. A member of the Roof of Continent. That's Els again. 72 years old. Average in size. Rust eyes are incredibly close set. Her hair is clean shaven. She has very low cheekbones again. Her nose is slightly upturned. Her ears are somewhat splayed out. Her skin is peach. I'm beginning to think that all dwarves are peach coloured. It wouldn't surprise me. Any interesting likes or dislikes? Prefers to eat deer, cow cheese and river spirits. So no, nothing interesting there really. A great musical sense, a good memory, good creativity, a good intellect. Poor focus and little willpower though. Well, good creativity is probably the reason why all the beds are of good quality. So who we got here? Rovod Alniskel, our woodcutter. They've also been content and they're also happy with their crappy little hole-in-the-wall bedroom. Complain about the lack of chairs. I think we're going to have to do something about that quite soon. Let's get some chairs in. Start building our dining hall. I'm going to go with a sort of modular dining hall. Try and get these macros working. But anyway, I'm reading the dwarves now. A dubious worshipper of Stetad's silvery fortune and diamond luxuries. There's another one. And a casual worshipper of Sosmil the Dung of Vomit. Could you worship a god with such a name casually? I think not. 55 years old. His sideburns are clean shaven. His very long mustache is neatly combed. His very long beard is neatly combed. His medium length hair is neatly combed. They are a neat bunch, these dwarves. He is thin. His thin iris rust eyes are slit. He has a scratchy voice. He has very low cheekbones. Are they all related, these dwarves? Perhaps by some distant ancestor. His nose is extremely narrow. His skin is peach, as always. What are these negative traits here? Poor ability to manage or understand social relationships and little patience. A dwarf after my own heart. Our expedition leader, who I believe is our mason. Let's check them out. Arel Mansininct, Muth Catlicot. I really have problems pronouncing these names. Quite content. Talked with a friend lately. That'll be a friend of whoever it was made a friend earlier that I've forgotten already. He slept uneasily due to noise. Yes, I've really not planned my bedrooms very well there, have I? They are too close to the workshops, I think. I'm not sure that workshops create noise though. Well, something does, but... Slept in a very good bedroom recently. Right, you must have one of the ones with doors on, right? It's been accosted by terrible vermin. Oh dear. My cats are not doing their job. Been satisfied at work. Complained about the lack of chairs. Yep, definitely going to have to build some chairs. It is worth checking these things. Just to see that. Admired own fine door lately. I should really set those doors as interior doors so that they can admire them as their own door. Yeah, expedition leader of our faction. 57 years old, quite young. A thin frame with some fat on it. I believe they call that skinny fat in those horrible magazines that make you feel terrible about yourself. His ears are fuse-lobed, his long sideburns are braided. His very long mustache is neatly combed, his long beard is neatly combed. His hair is clean-shaven, he has very low cheekbones. I guess this is some kind of western breed of dwarf out here on the something ocean. His somewhat narrow protruding rust eyes have slightly thin irises. Only slightly thin. His skin is peach. Slow to heal, susceptible to disease, weak and very quick to tire. Oh dear, dear, dear. I'm very tempted just to lock you in your mason's workshop and yeah, just kind of feed you food through a hole to stop you spreading horrible shit to everyone. He likes cows for their haunting moos and ostrich men for their long necks. Okay. Absolutely detests flies. Bad news. There's a lot of flies around here. Poor focus and atrocious spatial sense. Okay. Let's have a look at our animal trainer, who is currently having a drink. They also have meager quarters. That's good. Made a friend recently. Oh, they're all making friends. That's good. Slept in a good bedroom. Again, complaining about the lack of chairs and noise. Well, I mean, you're kind of buggered with the noise because I've built the bedrooms now. I guess I can move them, but oh, that's a pain in the arse. A faithful worshipper of as mine crystals the whole of mountains, and an ardent worshipper of Andris cloud rain the cerulean skies. So there's a few gods here that are popular with the dwarves. 83 years old. He's tall and scrawny, very long sideburns are braided, his very long mustache is neatly combed, his very long beard is neatly combed, his hair is clean shaven, he has very low cheekbones again with that, his slightly protruding narrow rust eyes are close set, his lips are very thin, his peach skin is slightly wrinkled, his ears are somewhat splayed out, his eyes have slightly large irises. You know, I'm thinking that because wrinkles are something which is specifically mentioned, that kind of suggests that the other dwarves that are, you know, 100 plus old are just not wrinkled at all, which is astonishing, really. He likes jumping spiders for their ability to leap. That's quite an unusual preference, I believe. He likes to consume giant cheetah. I think that's a food preference that's going to go unfulfilled, I'm afraid. Because I'm not going to start training giant cheetahs. Unless one of the elves bring me one. So, Avos Aldildamos. Just be careful how you say that. Our brewer. So, I've been content lately. Lots of thoughts there. Complaining about noise and lack of chairs. I mean, with the noise, that could be from sleeping outside while someone's chopping down trees before I got the bedrooms built. So I'm not going to panic about it too much. I'm sure that engraving the bedrooms would probably offset it well enough. A worshipper of Koshosh and a worshipper of Nashash Movamin, the Mountain of Gems. There's some gods we haven't heard of yet. Hopefully that doesn't mean there's some kind of deviant. 76 years old. She is fat. She has low cheekbones, only low ones this time, not very low. Her hair is clean shaven, her slightly protruding rust eyes are close set. Her ears are somewhat splayed out, her skin is peach. And another one that's susceptible to disease and slow to heal. Barn owl men for their coloration. When possible, she prefers to consume mongoose, clown loach, and longland beer. Very good. Let's see what our cook likes. Athel, Ushreermagos, Jesus Christ. Damn you, RNG. I could just call them by their human name, Athel Quake Dragon, which is actually a pretty awesome name. Content, made a friend, same complaints, no chairs, slept on the ground, whatever. Worshipper of Anriz, Cloudrain, the Cerulean Skies, and a worshipper of Nullrow. That's another one that I haven't heard of yet. 85 years old, incredibly muscular. Her hair is clean shaven, she has very low cheekbones. Her lips are very thin. Her peach skin is wrinkled. Her ears are somewhat splayed out. Her rust eyes are closely set. She is mighty, but she is very flimsy and quite susceptible to disease. A mighty dwarf that collapses at the first sign of a sneeze. So, what do you like? You like the colour gold. Gold is not a colour! Goose tooth. Spotted wobbegong leather. You like to consume giant chinchillas. Well, if I see any, I'll be sure to catch you one. Absolutely detests slugs. Don't we all? Snails are the far superior creature in that respect. Alright, I think that's a good place to end that. I think we've just been reading the dwarf descriptions, but they are entertaining in themselves. And we have got some good building done, I think. So, until next time, I'll see you later.